Well, hello and welcome to the most generic podcast on the internet. My name is Josh Hawks. I am the 303 Ninja, and I just want to say that I don't know what the fuck you guys are laughing about, but I wish I was included in the conversation.
Ready to go.
Well, she is ready to go apparently, and bruised. She is the beautiful and bruised Miss Savannah. How are you?
I was born in the dark.
And even further over there, he is my podcasting partner for life and my best friend. He is the other guy. It's Mr. Francis Fernandez.
They are just renting it for about $5.75 a minute. Right, Batman.
Yes, just for all of you out there, for Christmas, we are going to start a Cameo. And the only thing we're going to do on our Cameo is do really bad impressions of Bane. And whatever you want us to do, our starting price will be at $49.99.
You know, I'm amazed by some of the costs, some of the cameo prices for some celebrities, or I'm sorry, quote unquote celebrities, because they're not really celebrities. They're like reality stars, and then you have to, you know, like, oh, you want to talk to me? It's like $299 per.
Yeah. Here's the thing. This is crazy because I looked at, I got some wrestling fans in my life that, maybe they want to get, a chit chat from the Honky Tonk Man or whoever out there, right? So I looked at a few out there, and it's funny because some of them are fairly pricey, some of them are fairly cheap, but then they have, here's my personal use, it's $50. But if you want me to talk to your business, customers, or employees, it's $500. It's $5,000 for one guy. He'll do a cameo. He'll do a cameo and talk shit to you for fucking like $100.
He's a wrestler?
He's a wrestler. But if you are a business and for some reason would want this wrestler to talk to your employees, he will charge you $5,000. Basically, I'm guessing the business side is their appearance fees.
Right. For instance, how much do you think Gloria Estefan
Gloria Estefan's cameo?
Personal use.
Personally. And to just clear this thing up, the business thing just came up, I think, in the last few weeks.
Yeah, she has a for business one too.
But for personal use, for Gloria Estefan, $350. Savannah?
Yeah.
What's your guess?
Oh, we're guessing. Okay. $150.
She's $500 for personal use.
What did I win, Bob?
Well, you win. Well, here's the thing. Somebody did $1 over you, like they did when I was contestant. Oh man, when I was up, I guess because I was the last one. I was the last person to be called up.
Sure.
That's when they did the $1. Someone did the $1. Someone did the $1 above me.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
then someone did like $700. It was for an armoire, and I was so pissed at the lady because she was just standing beside me, like bouncing, and she just looks at me and she goes, 501 Bob, or yeah, like, oh god, like, oh really? I just was.
I would have murdered her. Just straight up murder on air.
I was like, are you kidding me?
Bob, can I borrow that microphone for a second?
Yeah.
You're gonna hear this really cool soundtrack of me beating this lady. How long is that cord, Bob?
No, she was. Yeah, that lady pissed. Oh man, that was the worst. But anyway,
had you not been $1 to outbid, would you have won?
The game that they played afterwards was, if I remember, was easy. It was like, it wasn't like one of those guessing game ones. I think it was like Plinko or something like that. So it's just like, hey, drop a thing. Like it was super easy to just kind of play. You didn't have to guess the price of stuff, which I hate. That's the one I hate the most because I don't know how much things cost.
Right.
How am I supposed to know that? So yeah, I think I would have probably got to the final. Well, it depends too, because you have to do pull the thing to get the final showcase showdown.
Right. Spin the big wheel.
The wheel.
Spin the big wheel. Yeah, and I don't know that's anyone's guess if I could have gotten that, but
it apparently sucks. Like you watch people struggle with it, and you're like, holy shit.
It looks heavy.
It's
like,
apparently a lot heavier than you think it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when somebody pulls it, it's just like, doot, 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 and like, oh, okay. It just goes like 3 down from where.
Yeah.
Like,
and then they're like, let's just help you spin that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I like when the wheel doesn't go all the way around, and the crowd just fucking clowns on whoever it is that did it.
I might have been one of those people. I might have underestimated, Like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. But I mean, look, we really should do a cameo though. Just saying.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe we should.
Because my Bane impression is spot on.
Like maybe that's what we've been missing this whole time, Francis. This whole 10 years we've been doing this is that we've been missing the cameo.
Yeah. Look, if Anna Paul, Australian TikToker and content creator, can charge $25.
Doesn't mean that she makes that. It just means that.
Well, that's the start. 25 is the start.
Right.
But yeah, and and she's got gigantic loaves of bread. So maybe that's why people buy her. I don't know, but it's
gigantic loaves of bread.
We were talking about kneading bread earlier. So
okay.
Santa though, you can get Santa for $15 for 3 minutes.
For 3 minutes,
that's pretty good.
I mean,
yeah,
there's a lot you could do in 3 minutes. I wish I had the promo cutting ability of wrestlers, because that would make it just really cool to just cut random promos on people. I would be like Virgil. Savannah got the joke. That's all that matters to me.
I'm sorry.
I'm
not the person to be recording tonight. My apologies.
You're the only one enjoying yourself, really.
That's right.
Of us are.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You guys are not having fun, but.
What are you talking about? We always have
regular beverages.
Well, I'm. Here's a funny story, actually. Which is good because I don't have a lot to talk about. This past Friday, I went to the old dispensary, and it was the lunch break, and I was like, well, we have a pretty light day today, so I may or may not have had a good lunch break. It's possible I did, possible I didn't. Here's the meat of the story, though. The item that I purchased, I left in someone else's vehicle.
Oh no.
And then halfway home after work, I'm like, all right, well, I'm almost home. I better grab my product and get ready to go inside. Where is it? And I tore my whole car apart. And the first thing I thought of is, well, I'm going to get fired on Monday because it probably fell out of my back pocket when I pulled something else out of my pocket.
Yeah, I thought that about my wallet until I realized I left it at home.
Well, your wallet falling out of your pocket at work typically isn't a fireable offense.
No.
Having marijuana product fall out of your pocket while at work, you can get fired for that in my industry.
Really?
Oh yeah, because you're not supposed to have anything on you, and unless that product is the exact weight in which it was purchased at, there's going to be a lot of questions asked as to you just purchased this and there's the total weight's not here. Where is it? It's in the air, man.
So you can't be under the influence while at work.
I mean, yes, according to the people that govern
So there's
us,
an
yes.
automatic assumption of guilt if it's
In the weed industry, yes.
Oh, wow.
It's very odd. You can drive home with a bottle of wine with a napkin tied around it and somehow that's okay.
It just can't be within reach.
Yeah.
I'm just
It's
saying,
in the trunk, and if you don't have a trunk, that has to be in the hatch. Like it can't. Yeah. Like
I'm just saying it's just funny that every place like ties this napkin around it. Like,
wait, what are you talking about?
Have you ever taken a bottle of wine home with you? Of course you have.
And there's never a napkin wrapped around it. What are you talking? What is it?
Yeah,
I've been to several places. We've taken a bottle of wine home, and they tie a napkin around it in such a way that it like
like a cape.
Is it like,
no. Like, are you taking it home from like a restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never needed to do that because I always finish the bottle of wine when I'm at a restaurant.
I mean, it's only happened a couple times. It's only happened a couple times, but
it's usually just me who's drinking it.
Okay, I mean,
I am a classy date, you guys.
Well,
on the market, what's up?
There she is, folks.
Lady Bane is open.
Lady Bane. Yes.
My bakery is open. Oh man.
Oh, that's funny.
There's a dog standoff happening right now. They're doing circles and Guys, trust me here. Just get a bunch of tiny fucking dogs.
They're like the little toy teacup dogs or whatever.
No, they're both like 11 pounds. Okay. So
that's still pretty small.
You can do curls with them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If they let me, they won't though.
Be like fairly healthy. Over your head. But anyway, yeah.
Is that like raising the roof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can never talk about dogs thanks to the Baja Men. So,
The answer to that entire song is me. It's always me.
Did they ever do anything outside of that song?
I think that they did, but it was not nearly as much as a worldwide hit as that one was.
It was about...
And that song is not about dogs, you guys. It's about ugly women at the club.
Oh,
is that really?
Yeah.
I was gonna just go on a whole. I was gonna go on a whole thing, but yeah.
Is that wow? I had no idea. They did not accomplish whatever their message was because I had no idea.
Well, because you were probably like 13 when it came out.
Yeah.
I think I've told you guys before, but hey, somebody just followed. Thanks, Delta Clone.
Yay.
So I was at a show one time, and one of the openers was Two Live Crew, and they came out. It was Luther Campbell, so it was like the original crew of Two Live Crew, and they came out thinking that it was like 1983, whenever that album came out, and they were big for that 15 seconds they were big for. And that crowd that was there turned on them so fast. It was
really?
Oh yes, they were talking about let's get some of these bitches and hoes on stage, and
right,
the ladies in the crowd were like, "What'd you say, motherfucker?"
Yeah, because they're still using outdated 90s terminology.
That's
I suppose.
Right.
Yeah. So wait a minute. What do hip hop stars call women nowadays?
They still say hoes and bitches, but
okay.
But if they try to say that while trying to like bring a woman home, they're going to be like, nah, you can sleep by yourself tonight.
I had no idea.
We got respect for ourselves.
I mean, yes. No, I agree, but I was just like, oh, I didn't. Okay. So anyway, we're talking about hoes again for a second week.
For those keeping score, that's 2 weeks. 2 weeks on the hose.
Okay, so thought it was ugly men, creepers and such, or maybe not ugly.
Are you talking about Swiss and Bullets? Are you talking about Who Let the Dogs Out? That's what you're talking about? You thought it was ugly men?
Because men are called dogs, right?
Yeah, no. That song is literally about women. Ugly, fat women at clubs.
Really? Wow,
yeah.
I had no idea. Again, I didn't know what was it? Pony was about for a while, but I was 17.
Really?
I'm kidding. Okay, about that one.
I was like 12 when that song came out, and I even knew what that song was about.
Well, it's like when that fucking that skeet 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 song came on the radio for the first time. I about crashed my car because I was laughing so hard. And I was like, "Oh, the people who run radio don't know what that means."
Well, they know full well what it means. Yeah. I even called the radio station. I'm like, "What's the first line to this song in Pony?" And they're like, and the guy, I mean, the guy was really nice because I mean, I don't know how old he thought we were, but he's like, "Oh, well, it's a dirty song and it's about grinding," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you."
Thanks.
I mean, like, I just didn't know what they were saying, and whatever, that's fine. But I didn't, I wasn't, the whole grinding on the dance floor was skipped. I wasn't a part of that generation.
I'm just a bouncer.
I got the tail end of it.
Partner.
Wait, you got the tail end of it? I did see, because when in my high school prom, nobody was grinding and no one was doing any type of
God
pseudo sexual.
Oh my God!
Middle school,
grinding came out like 6 and 7, like 13-year-old dances, and there were so many chaperones that were like, "Stop!"
Really?
13, it was bad.
I remember I went to after like the school after prom thing, where they have things to do for the prom kids, but
inflatable shit to jump on.
Yeah, or like fake casino games and shit like that.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And my best friend and I snuck into it. We were sophomores. He was a freshman. I was a sophomore, and that's all I saw were people just grinding.
What?
And that's it. But by the time I got to junior, senior prom, like that shit was done.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, like I was still, grinding my high school boner into my date's leg, but
Well, we're fairly similar.
But it was subtle.
It
was subtle,
Yeah. We're fairly similar in age, and I'm a little surprised I never experienced it. I'm sad now I never experienced it because, missed opportunity to, simulate. Even though I guess I wouldn't have been into it, I didn't really dance in my senior prom, even though I was there with a date.
I didn't go to any prom.
The first middle school dance that I went to, excuse me, all I saw were people trying to do kid and play dances. We're trying to mimic.
You guys are old.
I wasn't doing the Running Man or anything, or the Cabbage Patch. We were just dancing. We're just moving our bodies to music.
Attempting to figure out how this thing works.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. And then there was and then afterwards in the 2000s, it was like, oh, the craze of the century. Everyone is having sex on the dance floor.
That's right.
Now, they are?
High school.
Wow.
Fucking high school.
Like I said, is that how you dance?
Probably. In all honesty, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had that too. Yep.
Don't forget
and thank
that.
God that the fucking Cupid shuffle and that bullshit was after high school for me, because I can only imagine what junior high dances are like with that shit.
Oh yeah.
To the right, to the right.
I don't know. I'm curious now how dances are like. Are they now kind of tame? I mean, have we gone full circle and have stopped?
I have no idea.
I can't imagine. Anyone with young children, I feel sorry for you. If it's still like, but I guess you don't hear about it, so I guess that's a good thing. So,
speaking of hearing things, if you guys out there are hearing little pop noises on the broadcast or possibly in the audio later, it's getting fixed. I am adding another gerbil to the internet wheel. And I haven't.
And if you hear whining, that sounds like a gerbil. That's actually my 11-pound dog behind me.
It's gonna make me so sad when you get, when the gerbil and the rat comes back into the wheel, and they're still popping. Like, aw.
I mean, I will be too. I mean, we'll have to figure something out at that point. But like, it'll be kind of like that day when Francis. You remember when that bird was here? That bird that lived in the attic for like a year and a half, and then one day it flew away. Oh, it was a great day. It was a great day. And if I could just get through one of these without you guys out there watching this and my two cohorts here laughing at me because my audio and video is just completely jarbled and sped up and slowed down.
You haven't like sped up and slowed way down yet, though.
That's great.
Although I probably just jinxed it.
Probably, but you know.
But remember when your fucking smoke alarm beeped for a year?
That's what I was alluding to. It was the Francis and I first talked about it when it first started to happen, that it was a bird that was in the attic. It was very scheduled on when it chirped. See, now, as soon as you said something, Savannah,
I know Savannah's like,
it
hey,
starts.
internet, remember?
Hey, internet, remember how much you suck?
Yeah,
Bring it back.
that's exactly what happened.
Bring it back now, y'all.
And for the broadcast, I hope there isn't an echo now, but let us know if there is, because I saw something just happen, and we'll see.
Tootsie Roll was the dance. I was thinking about like, what's the dance that we were told how to move? It was Tootsie Roll, right? That was us, right?
That was you.
Yeah,
That was not me.
Yeah, this is definitely Tootsie Roll.
Get up on the floor. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. To the right, to the right, to the left, to the left.
We were cheesing waterfalls back then, you know, like it was a
baby,
different time. A different time.
No, wait, dip, baby,
Yeah,
dip.
dip. No, okay, good. The audio fixed itself. I don't have to do anything.
I can just keep singing 90 songs for you.
That's what happened. That's what
itself.
happened. You started singing and it actually fixed itself. So,
Ninja Rap was one of my top 5 songs I listened to this year on my Spotify.
that's amazing. That is, and once again, another year goes by and Spotify's been around forever. I am the only person in the world that did not get a notification of their Spotify Wrapped or whatever the fuck.
It's still there. It doesn't go away.
No, like I don't use Spotify.
Oh.
Like at all.
No.
I've never
Jen
used
doesn't either.
Spotify to use music. So I don't get
Do you
those.
use Apple Music?
It comes with
iTunes?
my Verizon service. So yes. That's what I use because it's I'm already paying for it, so I might as well use it. There's no sense in paying for something else.
Title.
You know. So whatever. So I have no transition. Francis, this year
Yes.
you know how we've all three of us, we known each other for a long time. And one of the things that I always complain about every year around this time is how fucking cold it is and how I hate it. Well, I'm
Is it 50
I know.
degrees there, Josh?
I know.
Oh.
And I don't have a closet full of Carhartt to keep me warm.
Not yet.
But this year I'm going to probably have a California Christmas.
Oh.
Because it is currently 45 degrees and there's no sight of snow in the future. I think it was 70 earlier today. Wow. So yeah, I'm happy on one hand because fuck snow. I'm sad on the other hand because it's like, oh, yep,
It's not winter. It's not Christmas without that.
Planet's dying.
It's 25 degrees here.
That sucks.
And I just want you to know I'm wearing a tank top, if that's not obvious, and my house never goes over 62. So
Well, you're one of them hot-blooded girls.
I really am. I'm a sweaty bitch.
Mm.
Well, I was. Yeah.
Can't
I mean-
imagine how I'm single.
Well, some people like this. Some people like the sweat. I mean, it's in music, you know.
I mean, some people do pay extra for that.
Yeah. What's it called? What's it?
I'm so sorry,
God.
everyone. I'm really just being garbage tonight.
What
So
was the Oh God. Do it like they do it on the Discovery Channel. What's that one?
Blood
Touch.
Hungry,
Yeah.
the bad touch.
Yeah. I mean, it starts
Sweat,
off with sweat, baby, sweat.
Sweat, baby.
Yeah. So you're in you're in the group of sweaty people, and
Perfect.
you're perfectly fine. Sweaty men and women just wanting to.
You
sweat
know,
all the place.
me and my friends call wrestling sweaty dudes, so it makes sense.
I mean,
Wrestling-
you're not
everything.
wrong.
Yeah. Sweat. Everything's sweaty. Volleyball's sweaty. Beach volleyball is sweaty. Baseball's every other sport is sweaty. You know.
Nice, subtle.
I mean, come on. That's.
I mean,
here.
haven't you seen them old videos of Babe Ruth? Man, that motherfucker was moving fast.
Yeah, when because they fast forwarded the film
Because it was hand crank film.
while playing that Benny Hill music in the background while she's
Yes.
playing the bases.
Exactly.
Yakety sax, just
Oh
I
fuck.
mean, like it's not that, and the dude was a big dude. Like the
Yeah.
dude was a
Exactly.
big dude. So
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't understand most sports in general.
I don't either.
Baseball, I
know
really don't understand baseball, and I it's hard to watch any moments of baseball unless they're highlights. I can't get into football. I don't understand how anybody watches a sport that's only played for 4 seconds every minute. See, the dog agrees as well.
Dog agrees.
He just went haruff.
Cassian's like, fuck football.
So like I don't know, but whatever. I don't know where I was going with all that. I actually didn't I didn't have a tyrant to go on. I just
we were just talking about sweaty people. That's all.
But I too
I just appreciated talking about sweat.
as
Remember there was an R&B artist named Keith Sweat?
Keith Sweat,
Was
yeah.
it Keith Sweat?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, people were proud. There was a time when people were proud. But anyway, I want to know what we were talking about that brought people in.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but hey,
I was like really excited for a second.
Did we lose all of our listeners?
no,
Yes, we did.
Not
I
yet.
see that we did. Okay.
well, not on
Not all of them.
no.
The regulars are here, but the new ones, I was like, oh, you're
Hey, new
Let's
people.
come join the club.
Yes, come hang out.
Road to 50.
Road to 50. Wait, where is that?
Road to 2000.
There's the road to 2000.
Delta Clone, you say that you're here, but we both know that you are high on goofballs right now.
Hey, I
Berkeley
appreciate it.
2000 is wonderful.
Appreciate Delta for hanging out.
It is, let's see, it's 9 p.m. here, so it is 3 a.m. there.
Wait, you know where Delta Clone is from?
Yeah,
Oh, perfect.
he's my friend.
Oh,
awesome.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, we were talking. We were face chatting video wise up until we started talking on here.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, okay. He's the
I don't
chef.
FaceTime with anybody.
Well, I can start if you want. Francis, I'll just start calling you and just talking about nothing all the time.
So
It's like the sound of pee.
I'm
Go to the
putting
bathroom over.
I'm putting pieces together, Francis, and this is the baker.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
No?
It's not.
Oh.
What?
No,
This is-
she
this
said
is-
who it was
Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention.
Who's the baker?
Never
from
mind.
yesterday.
No.
Okay. Okay.
No, but you missed the name. She
I
actually
did.
said the
Oh.
name.
Okay.
He literally lives in England. Like, there's no way.
Oh, well, thanks for staying up really late.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I started talking about Christmas, and it's tough. Christmas is tough every year, right? For everybody. That's what everybody says anyway. I had an unforeseen expense that came up that's going to make things tough, but we all fight through things.
You do.
What?
You do.
Yes.
I was ring.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Do.
We do. So
Yes.
so Sunday, me and the lady friend were getting ready to go to breakfast. Get in the car.
Ooh, okay.
Get in the car. No. Not like you're thinking, Francis. No. No, unfortunately not. So get in the car. Can I get through this fucking story? I'll wait.
It's not my fault Savannah and I crack each other up. I guess. Man.
Continue.
So get in the car and start driving away. And I say to myself, what is that weird fucking sound? Jump out of the car. Tire's a little low. So I was like, okay.
How'd you
Let's
break it up?
I went to the gas station and put some air in it.
Oh, okay.
Ass. So by the time we get to the restaurant, tire's flat. And you know what? Fuck you both. Because I don't even know what the hell you're laughing about. So like,
Either. That's the best part.
That's always been our
This always works, Josh.
that's always been our gig. That's always been our gimmick is that we laugh at nothing. One of us will say something non sequitur that has nothing to do with anything, and we just guess what I did funny. You know? But anyway, okay, you have a flat tire.
I had a
Alright.
flat tire, and
How much is your tire, Josh?
too much for the cheapest tire. For the cheapest tire they had, it was $140.
What? It's like $80 over here for a tire for one
Right.
tire.
Right. So I say to the guy, he's giving me shit. He's like, well, you didn't get the warranty on this tire. And I was like, well, it's probably in a tough spot. So, let's see what we could do here. And he comes back, your tire's fucked up. You're going to need to buy a new tire. I'm like,
You
all
have a
right,
spare?
well,
You don't have a spare?
you can't drive on a spare for fucking ever, Francis. This isn't California.
But I mean, it gives you time to make. It's time to get you some money before you. It buffers the time so you have money to get a tire.
No.
No. It gets you to the tire shop.
To the tire place. is
Like I
what it's
said,
for.
this isn't California. You don't just drive on a spare.
That's true. I think some people drive on all four tires.
I believe it. I totally fucking believe it. But so the guy says, you don't have the certificates, and I was like, yeah, it's probably in a tough spot. Last time I had to get tires. Who's in a financial good spot to get tires? And I'm purchasing the new tire, and he goes, do you want certificates? And I was like, I just told you I needed the cheapest tire you have, so no. Yeah, well, what kind of tire do you want? Black, round, made of rubber. I don't give a fuck.
Do you guys have pick apart places where they it's like
there's a spot somebody just told me about today. You can go get a used tire.
Yeah,
but now that I have a brand new tire, kind of want to have matching shit now in the back.
You must not have all-wheel drive then.
No, up front.
Well, I mean, it's 47 degrees over there. You don't need all-wheel drive.
Right,
Well,
yeah. Right.
But you still live in the mountains,
I mean, for now, like I said, it sucks that the planet's dying, but I will take the 70 degree days in December all day.
But I mean, it's good though, because for me, I have all-wheel drive, so if one tire goes, I have to get all new tires.
Right.
If the tread is different at all, it fucks up the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's symmetrical all-wheel drive.
I have to get two at a time.
Yeah.
And typically that's what you do.
Fucking stupid.
Again, and typically when you go get tires, you go get a pair of tires. Or sometimes a set in some people's cases. And the guy's like, you want to do one or two? I'm like, you going to keep asking me these questions, man? Just give me the one tire, take the rest of my money away from me, and, I'll drive home.
Yeah, I've been there, man.
But, the thing is that I drove on a low aired tire for quite some time and had no idea. Never felt like it, nothing until I said pulling away, and I'm like, what is that sound? It was the last of the, because there was a little bit more weight in the car than just myself, I'm guessing. I don't know how physics work.
You're not implying that she's okay.
No, I'm just saying it there's more than just my weight
But she's
in the
not
car.
allowed in the club where the Baja Men play.
Yeah.
What?
Never mind.
Nothing. Continue.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just figured it was the last of the air escaping the tire. Because when I pumped it up, the sidewall was completely bare. Like, I couldn't even tell you what the brand or size of the tire was because all of that writing had been worn down.
Did you fuck up your rim too?
No.
You must have.
No, actually.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, like, I've been noticing a increase in people on Twitter who are like, hey, tweet me your Cash App / Venmo and I will give you money. Maybe that's a thing now. Maybe that's like the only way to make money nowadays is to hit up these people on Twitter who are like giving away their money, like Mr. Beast and all these other guys who are just like, for some reason, have all of this just disposable cash.
Well, that's so they can, write it off at the end of the year.
Well, it's like
It takes
It's
a
a
lot though
charity.
to write it off. That's the thing.
It's a charity.
Like new tax.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They got people
tax
that
rules,
they
like,
pay
yeah.
they pay people to do that,
That's true. I mean, it's still like a lot. A lot. I'm so sorry. I'm a garbage human being tonight.
Look, here's the deal, everyone. Get us to 50. So then whenever we hear another, if we ever hear a story like that, we know, hey, you can give us some bits. And that'll help.
Then I'll have a sound effect for that too.
Yeah, it's go. Good for you. And go.
Oh, good for you.
No, it'd have to be something Bane-ish.
Oh God. Everything's just Tom Hardy, just in random.
Right.
Let the dogs out.
You should.
That's what we spend the money on, Francis. We open the Patreon. We spend the money from the Patreon to get a cameo from Tom Hardy to do something as to do lines.
Why? We already have him here, Savannah. We don't need.
We have this pyramid scheme just so we can get sound bites from Bane.
Here's the.
I feel like there's probably full internet pages already full of that.
Right.
Is that like rule 38 of the internet? Like, if you think it exists online, it does.
Rule 34 is there's porn of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know. I forgot to renew my tabs this year. I don't know if I just never got a letter or if I just forgot about it, but it was $400 because Minnesota goes by the valuation of your car.
Minnesota needs to relax.
So that one hurt a
shit.
little bit.
So the Christmas miracle is everyone's having to spend money they didn't expect to be spending.
Right.
I think that
when-
this year, I mean,
Right.
it happens. It seems to happen quite frequently for me, year after year. But you, as we said, we always make do and do what you got to do.
Life finds a way.
Exactly.
Life finds a way.
No, but that's
Dino DNA.
Yes.
Yes. No, why
Why do you guys do this with me? Like, why haven't you kicked me off this show yet?
First off, you're like one of the very few people who can make me laugh hysterically. So. I can't wait to have a laughing fit when you've had just a sip of that drink and you do your first
And
spit
it's-
take.
After a really awkward hug.
The best.
I don't intend to ever see her in person ever again. So there you
What?
go.
Wow.
What about roommate
Roommate-
hijinks?
Yeah, I
that's
know.
true,
What the
I know.
fuck?
That's
Come on,
true, we do
Francis.
roommate
Wow,
hijinks.
Francis. Okay. I thought we were friends.
Yeah,
but
I thought we were
okay.
friends too, Savannah. But there I was on that Sunday afternoon, keys in my hand, shoes on, ready to drive. Go see my friend I hadn't seen in a
Guys,
year.
not only am I a garbage person, I'm a garbage friend. So
No,
I've
shush.
figured it out.
that's my
figured out
gimmick.
why I'm single, and it's because I'm just garbage.
That's my gimmick. That's like my
Smash that like and follow button.
the slug line to my own podcast that's about making friends is how terrible a friend I am. That's like the slug line. I suck as a friend.
I can't tell you, Francis, how many times I've said that to the people I've been very close friends with for 20, 25 years with, where I just like disappear off the radar for 6-7 months, and then I'm just like, hey, what's going on, guys? What'd I miss?
So that's the good friend, when you can hang out and be like nothing's changed in 6 months or like a year, and you guys meet up like, yay, and it's like no time has passed. That's good. But when you don't make any effort to contact anybody like I do, I just gotta sit here and wait. Someone will talk to me at some point, and like, oh.
That's why you love having a friend like me that sends you TikToks of.
Oh, I don't mind the TikTok at all. Those are great. But yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like, I have to, I share with the world that not that great. So don't worry about it. We all suck. The lesson and the title of this episode is Bane of our friendship. And there you go.
She was a garbage human being.
She just loves that God. Oh, look at a drink.
Well, since we're talking about all this sort of stuff, people around this time of the year, they start talking about New Year's resolutions and plans for the new year. New year, new me. I've heard people say that. I'm not into that kind of shit. Because I think you should try and be a good person all the time.
That was me last year. I was like, yep, this is because everything changed.
You had
and I just turned into more garbage. So here we are.
Shut up.
New year, new garbage.
No.
So the new thing is you have a podcast. You have a podcast that's way less popular than your last one. You have
two co-hosts with a lot less cleavage.
Oh, I know about you, but I got some. I just don't show it off. But yeah, I think with
I can change the angle of the camera, guys, if that's what you really want. If we're gonna turn into that kind of show, we're already a morning zoo. We might as well just.
We haven't gotten to Cameo yet. No, save that for Cameo. But I mean, it's
OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com/POI Podcast 1.
No. Points of Interest Podcast Network 1. Remember way back in the day.
Was it really Network 1?
It wasn't Network 1, but it was completely spelled out with network.
Oh, that's the website. The website was Points of Interest Podcast Network.
Yeah. At one time.
Guys, I feel like I trump you all with my fucking old website.
Wait a minute. Was it your idea?
No.
Yeah. So you can't accept that. You can't take that one. It
wasn't
your
but
idea.
you were a part of it, which makes you an accomplice to one
I
of
agreed to it, so.
An accomplice to one of the hardest. Oh, yes.
People who don't know.
Deep cut. Here we go.
The thing is, Savannah and I are not going to hear it because
you're gonna hear it.
No, nobody don't hear about your.
You hear the intro music?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. What was it that we used to not hear?
Whenever he did sound bits, but he had that other switch thing that he used.
Oh yeah.
I sure hope this is it.
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah.
Deep cut.
Maniacs like to do first. Sir, are you classified as human?
Negative.
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
If we're gonna have any kind of fun together, you guys better loosen up.
It's gonna be great when I put this out later, and like the YouTube actually scans it all.
So what do you
once.
thrash? What do you got?
Speak geek to me.
Yes.
Who did you get to do the speak geek to me? Who did you get to do that?
This is like the computer program that did
Or
it.
The text to voice. All right, Josh. We need text to voice going. Points of Andres podcast.
One.
Network.com/
Yes. But we were talking about New Year's shit before we went on that little tangent.
Nothing's happening on the New Year's thing, is it?
What?
Are you doing anything for New Year's?
I mean, I'll probably end up doing the same thing I do every year. Sitting over,
Taking over the world?
taking over the world. Exactly. Walking into the next year like Mr. McMahon.
Shoulders everywhere.
Yeah, shoulders and
McMahon?
arms. Francis, while you're sitting there in front of your internet machine, look up Mr. McMahon entrance.
All right.
And I have the GIF somewhere, but I don't have the multi ability to look at it all or find it and post it. But no, I usually am with my best friend and some of our close circle of friends. They try to get me to play board games, and I don't really like to play those. And usually my best friend falls asleep before 10 o'clock, and the rest of us sit there and, 12.
Why does he have a bobblehead when he walks out?
Well,
Don't worry about it.
It's like, are the muscles in his chest so large
At the
that he
time,
can't walk normally?
At the time,
Yeah.
he was
At the time.
jacked. He was jacked. He was on the juice, but he was jacked.
What's the God Dad? What's God Dad as a sign? Because that's the sign that they showed from a little kid. God Dad is question mark and then a little X or a little plus sign underneath the question mark.
Not
I
sure.
guess that means the dude looks huge. The dude looks like totally just.
He also
jacked.
wears suits that are way too big for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He looks like the dude from Final Fight, Hagar, the wrestler, the Mayor Hagar from that game that nobody's played since 1985. Never mind, guys. Don't worry about it.
Well, it was funny because
Just aging yourself here, Francis.
it was funny a couple of years ago at the WrestleMania. What's that? That's that the football guy,
Gronkowski?
That guy.
Bob Gronkowski.
He was going to be doing an appearance at WrestleMania, and they wanted him to jump off and just do like a back flop off a balcony. And he was terrified. He was shaking on the edge of the thing. Couldn't barely get one leg over the banister.
Okay.
And Vince is like, "What's your problem, kid?" And he was like 73, 74 at the time. And he just walked up the stairs to this balcony and just Peter Panned himself right off the edge.
Why?
And landed on the mats correctly and everything. Got up. He's like, "No, what's your problem? If I can do it, you can do it."
Oh,
That was the
God.
worst Vince impression I've ever heard in my life.
No, it's spot on. It's
I don't know
perfect.
what he sounds like.
Oh,
Pretty
now,
much that.
now
Yeah.
he is almost intelligible.
Yeah, it sounds even worse these
Now,
days. 'cause
now,
it's
I can't even get low enough. This egg, just egg.
From like immense smoking or something. Like
He's
what's
just,
going on with him?
he's just.
just
Yeah, I think he's still trying
turned
to
into
be.
the Crypt Keeper, but the opposite octave.
Yeah, he won't break kayfabe.
Oh.
He will. He's not Mr. McMahon anymore, but he is a wrestling promoter, and so he is always in character. Who knows what Vincent Kennedy McMahon is actually like? I don't even know if he knows himself anymore.
Probably not. Like, why would you? Like, who cares, right? Like, he just wants, he just wants the money and the fame and the popularity.
Well,
he just wants all whatever he's trying to squeeze out whatever juice is left.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is true. I think that is universally.
I feel like he's just like not wanting to pass it on at all, and just like riding out the Fox contract, bleeding it dry, and then just gonna be like, fuck off.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so like, his kids, Stephanie and Shane, they thought that they were gonna be taking over. What's his face?
Well, and like Triple H has been groomed for it for fucking the last 20 years.
He married into the family.
Yeah.
Right? Thinking that he was going to be the next, Mr. McMahon.
The guy.
Yeah, the guy. And he goes and has a cardiac event, is what they called it.
Wow.
And hasn't been around, apparently, around anything wrestling since. And, now they're looking at some, like, business guy. What's his name? Mm-hmm. Nick Khan. Not related to the Khan family.
Not related to AEW Khan.
Not to that
Khan. Yeah.
I mean, related to some Khan family, but not
that one.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Do you think they just like hired him because of his last name? They're like, yeah, well, we know people too.
We know a Khan as well.
Ambiguously brown, kind of. I don't know.
Ambiguously brown.
I mean, look him up.
Like Francis.
Look up Nick Khan. Just like Francis.
How do you spell Khan? Oh, K-H-A-N.
Yeah. It should auto-populate.
He's the president of WWE.
And he's ambiguously brown.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I couldn't pinpoint his nationality just based off of his face.
No. But yeah, I think I agree, Savannah. I think that the Fox contract, once it's up, he's probably going to be gone. But it's crazy.
But I feel like he's going to have like the network buried with him. Like he's just like, this is my legacy and nobody else gets to have it. Like I don't know. Like I just feel like, because it's like every month they're cutting more and more people, just retaining like 10 superstars, and it's like
which
probably because they have contracts,
which, if we could drive off that road for just a second, I hate that some of the AEW wrestlers are calling themselves superstars. Just all right, no, back on. You're a wrestler.
Consider me sports entertained.
WWE hires people and tells them that they're all going to be stars, movie stars. And, there's something big, that they're not wrestlers. They're not hiring people to be wrestlers. They hire people because they're pretty. Mm-hmm. They just hired twins, these two twin volleyball girls.
Oh, well, I mean, the Bellas are gone, so.
Well, and and somebody said they may have found their next Bella twins.
Exactly.
Bella.
It's WWE's weird. I haven't watched their product in a couple months now.
Man.
I turned on whatever their last pay-per-view was. I watched that.
I watched part of it. I was out doing stuff and I was like, oh shit, there's a pay-per-view tonight, and I caught the end of it.
I was really bored by it. Actually, I think I went to bed before it even ended because I was like, I don't even care about any of this.
Right. And the AEW stuff.
What did you say, Francis?
That's their problem, right?
Yeah.
That's their.
Yeah.
That is one.
I mean, it's so like, the thing is, like, I haven't watched it in like months. Like, I don't know the storylines or anything, but I can predict every single fucking ending. Like.
Well, wait a minute. Can you do that with AEW?
No,
not really. They don't have a lot of repeat matches.
I just don't know it well enough.
And they don't do a lot of repeat matches.
No.
If somebody's got
they have storylines, but they're quick.
Yeah, a storyline
or like a fucking soap opera where just this person's sleeping with this person's husband now. Not actually, but that's how.
Right.
Like,
luckily, they haven't gone to sports entertainment with any of their storylines or anything that they've done. They've gotten close. They bordered on a few things here and there. I think I think the interview spot where you're having the interview and then the people just come from stage left or stage right, just out of nowhere.
From out of nowhere.
I think we can lose that thing because, you know, you're going to see them coming from much further away than right before they step into frame.
Yeah.
You know,
Look,
but
all I know is for New Year's, we're going to turn this podcast into a wrestling one because that's all you guys. Man, you guys love it. You guys like.
Will you just start watching it, Francis, and then then we can just convert totally.
right.
Or it could just be two of us who watch wrestling, and then you just being like, okay.
Oh, I get to discover new things like the McMahon walk.
Yeah.
You know,
Surprised you've
like
never
the-
seen
like
that before.
The
Oh, it's great.
bobblehead meets flailing arm guy. You know?
For me, it's
Waving
it's
inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Yeah.
it's less head movement, more arm movement for me.
Yeah, it's all about the shoulders.
Mm-hmm. He
Yeah, the
walks.
And that's why he
Shoulder-
wears suits with like huge shoulders.
Yes, he walks like George Bush too. You remember George Bush? George Bush. George Bush too.
I
That
remember
Bush.
him. I
He-
remember
he-
Bush.
He walked with his shoulders up real tall, and he walked with his hands like this, flat. So he walked. He looked bigger than he actually was.
Yeah, it's an intimidation tactic, right?
I mean, that's what they say in the animal world. I don't
I was
know.
taught at a young age, you know, don't walk with your arms at your side. Walk as if you have some muscles. Your arms.
That's right. Walk as if you've been just fucking boosted.
Yeah. Anyway, so that sounds good. Yay, 2022, more wrestling.
2022, more wrestling. Francis, maybe jumping in. Something I've been thinking about just for this show in general. Hopefully, better fucking internet. But aside from that, I have teased talking about a Patreon. So I'm really
Like, what are you talking about?
well. I'm going off the fucking seat of my pants right now. But I am thinking about starting. The Patreon page is built. Everything is in there minus my banking information, and me hitting the go button. So that is going to be something I am going to start in the new year. Hopefully, like I said, better internet, and something that what I'm trying to get to is that maybe, possibly, if my at least one cohort will be up for it. Once this show is done, the main show, coming back about 5 minutes afterward and just bullshitting for another half hour or so.
Is that the bonus episode?
That
That's
would
what
be,
we do anyway.
but record it and put it out. Like, leave it
Okay.
here, put up a little 5 minute. We'll be right back. We're going to go take a piss. And then when we come back from taking a piss, we
Super Geeked Up does that, yeah, where we do a main show and then we do a live show afterwards that's private for Patreon members only.
Mhm.
It's,
Members only. Can we have jackets?
I mean, I'm sure you probably already have one, but we can probably arrange to get some POI Pod 1 member jackets made.
and the one has
Can
to
we
be
have
spelled out.
#synergy after it too?
Yes, that'll be down. That'll be down each arm, but it'll be random on each jacket. One left sleeve, one right sleeve, one on the back part of the sleeve, one on the front.
Hashtag synergy.
#synergy.
And then when we do the merch, right? And they always send you like the goofs, like, oh, we have a bunch of goofs, and all the synergies are in the wrong places. Like, no, they're in the right places.
No,
Just
those are
send
I
them.
accidentally put a 1 at the end of this one.
Yeah,
You
this
sure
one
you-
this one doesn't have an underscore. Excuse me. _1. Get it right.
Right.
No, and it should be one should say promo code. The other one should say
Right.
promo code. let it out some better.
Let it out.
Round it in.
Damn it.
Yes. And
From the-
no,
from
I
the days where we had
Because we believe in synergy. Do we, Josh?
well,
Do
you know,
we?
yes and no.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't. Look, this entire thing has been put together over the last 10 years by so many numerous hands that when things got started, sometimes I didn't have a say in it. Sometimes I did. Sometimes I took things over. Now I have control of all of it, and I still fuck up the synergy part. So, you know.
You're the Mr. McMahon of POI Podcast. Make it happen.
Yes, exactly. I start shit. It makes no fucking sense, and then I just go on to the next week as if nothing existed. What are you talking about? We didn't have a fucking KFC match in the middle of our 3-hour program. We just as a month ago were not throwing slices of greasy pepperoni pizza at
Just imagining
our fans in attendance.
Lukewarm pizza too. Like
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, what are the toppings? Depends on the toppings.
It was all like just
I
pizza.
think it was just
pepperoni
yeah.
pizza, just plain pepperoni pizza. But like you know, like when pizza sits at room temperature too long, it gets sweaty and shit. Yeah, like I'd be so mad if I spent, especially if you're sitting on the floor of a WWE event. You're talking 3-digit tickets, right? And then you're gonna get slapped in the face with a slice of pizza on top of that.
We're just whipping them like.
Now, back in the day when the New Day were hucking pancakes, they were just pancakes. They weren't buttered. They weren't syrup. They were just dry ass.
Then they're not real pancakes.
They're just biscuits at that point.
Yeah, sure, fair. But they're frisbee and discus like, and you can huck them. And they were dense as hell as well. But nobody's gonna complain about getting hit with a dry piece of biscuit. But pizza?
Everyone loves pizza.
Everybody does love pizza. Here's where the commercial for the local pizza joint would be.
Local.
Sponsor us.
I'm just saying. And but yeah, nobody wants to get hit in the face with pizza. And I mean, you could use that as a weapon if it was hot. But if it's just like lukewarm, that's just an annoyance.
If it's a hot pizza, it's just a weapon of deliciousness because it's not only just it's
Next time I see you, Francis, instead of giving you a big hug, I'm gonna just show up with a big hot pizza and just shove it in your face, and we'll see what you prefer more.
Yeah, like why is the pizza like boiling lava hot?
It doesn't have to be boiling lava hot. It just needs to be a hot pizza, and I bet you'd much prefer a hug over a hot pizza over the face.
But yeah, but those were not the options given.
The hug wasn't even an option; it was forced.
Well, much like any hug you give Francis, it must be a forced hug.
And one side, and just the one half hug.
Yeah.
Or A-frame, It has to either be A-frame or half.
Ooh, yeah. Let's A-frame them.
A-frame is when you hug, but your like the bottom halves of your body are so far apart from each other, you look like an A.
Like when you meet any cosplay person or
cosplay people have it down pat. They do the hug and pat, like the little pat. The 3 pats, and you know it's over.
The lean in, yep.
Right.
Yep, I know all about that.
The classic
the classic every woman ever.
The classic hands on hips, elbows out. Like, oh yeah, okay. Well, I wasn't even planning on getting anywhere near you, really. I just want to take a picture, with you in the frame with me in it. But that's cool.
I never took a picture. I've never taken a picture with a cosplayer. It's just never been a thing. I don't know. Cosplay is fine. Anyway, for the new year, cosplay.
Yeah. Yeah,
this is our last episode of the year, apparently.
It very well might be. We'll see. Let's see how. I forgot that the Christmas is on the weekend, so that does make recording a little bit easier. We'll see how people are feeling come Sunday, Monday when I check in with my fine folks here, and maybe we'll be here next week. Maybe we won't. It'll be a surprise. I mean, much like every week, it's a surprise that we even get through this. So, Do you guys have anything else you want to bring up or talk about, or perhaps laugh about for 5 minutes? I don't know what the fuck you're laughing about for.
Why do we need 5 more minutes?
It'll just come naturally.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. You know.
I mean, that's what
You just
hope
have
for.
to say something. Francis has to make a comment, and then I just start dying, and then that's how it goes. Like,
Okay.
or make a face when you say
Yeah.
something. Oh.
Well, as that happens from time to time, I want to make sure I hit the right fucking button here. So Savannah, where can people find you on the internets?
Twitter.
Where on the Twitters can
That's
people
it.
find
Just
you?
that's it. You
Just look
at
up.
Master of Raptor.
Okay, I was gonna say if they just
if
look
you're
up
expecting
Savannah.
anything, any content, you're not. I mean, it's there, but it's very old. So, but that's the only accessible place you can find me.
Yeah, you could talk to her about her show, Speak Geek to Me, and you know, and how great her intro was, so much so that she can pretty much, I guess,
Recite it?
everything,
Yeah.
recite it, yeah, recite everything. So
We can talk about boats too.
she has a
At boats that are sitting at the
Dogs.
lake house.
Boats, dogs, wrestling,
stuff that you find in a like on a
4% beer. You know.
oh maybe not that. I was gonna say stuff that you find on the alphabet on like the rooftop of a kindergarten.
Yeah.
B is for boat. D is for dog.
F is for 4% beer.
F is for oh.
Francis, where can people find you on the internets?
Oh.
Books to read.
Oh, fuck.
/
I forgot, my friend. That is so rude
Dragon's
of me.
Tale.
Yes,
check that
Francis. Francis is an author.
Published author.
Published author. Yes.
I have a book, y'all.
One more time. What was that website, Francis?
It is books to read. So, the thing is, it's the number 2, right? It's kind of like Speak Geek to Me, but you know, there's only one number.
Less lead.
There's only one.
Yes.
It's not like a whole alphabet of numbers. You know? like that's a thing. Books to read.com.
There's only 3 numbers in there.
Right.
Only.
Only. so God. Here we go.
So you can find Francis at AKA the other guy on pretty much everything. If you want to find him, that's where you will find him. Maybe even tomorrow night on the live show Speak Geek to Me. No. Fuck, now I'm doing it.
My other show.
Onlyfans.com/
Yes. That's
Don't forget to use promo code
number 2.
But I'm getting the fuck out of here. This is too much. Everything is on the scrolling across the top of the screen. Everything else will be on the descriptions for the episodes. We'll be back next week probably. Goodbye. See you later. Bye bye. Oh my god, it's too